Hello YouTube, welcome back. Chris here. I want to start a new little project here. I haven't had a proper at-home bike shop workbench set up in a very long time. I've had the tools, I've had a small workbench, I've had much better, bigger setups in the past. My hobbies and jobs tend to bounce back and forth between woodworking and bike work. So my primary bench right now is full of woodworking tools, and as I'm doing more and more bike stuff again, I need a proper workbench again. So I'm going to put together a little project here. What you can see photoed is a space I have in my garage. It's got three really awkward shelves in it. A small shelf down below, a really big shelf up higher, and a little shelf up really high. But they really don't use the space well. They really waste this corner of my garage. And I'm going to strip them out and see what I can do with this space. I'm also going to use some of the space to the left of what you're seeing in this picture, where that current workbench is. That's what I'm currently using for my bikes. So we're going to see what we can put together here. Now this picture you're seeing is after I ripped everything out and cleaned it up, nice and clean, a lot of room to work with here, and a blank canvas. And another thing I didn't mention is I want to try to do this project using, if possible, 100% reclaimed garage wood. It's a little less desirable than reclaimed barn wood, as it's mostly junk, but I want to repurpose some of these 2x4s and hopefully do this whole thing using pretty much junk wood that I can turn into looking something at least pretty nice in the end, and very functional. After tearing everything out, here you can see a stack of wood 2x4s and some plywood that I intend on using for this project. I'm going to scrounge around a little more and maybe dig up a little bit more than just what you see here. But for the most part, I'm starting to think I can do this without having to buy anything. I also have some other pieces laying around. I'll show you here in a couple of videos so you can see what I intend to use. Well, here it is. We're going to try to do this project just using this 100% recycled garage wood. I've got a little bit more plywood as well. But let's see what we can do with what we've got here and not spend any additional money. Right here I have a couple pieces of new plywood. I just recently built a kind of cubby cabinet thing, which you can actually see right over here. And this is the thin piece in the back here. This one here I'm going to be using, but the other one I don't really have a use for. I was going to do another project, but it's actually a nice piece of birch 3/4 ply. So I think that'll work well for tabletops to give it a nice finished look without looking too rugged. I have a piece of pegboard here that I've kept yard tools on. I've never thought it was very appropriate for it. So I'm probably going to pull all this off and just put a board up with some nails in it, and then this will be my pegboard backing. It's a full 4x8 sheet that I hung, so I don't have to buy one of those either. This is the disaster I'm currently working with. My tools are all in disarray and a mess, and I've got them everywhere. And this is a mixture of woodworking and bike tools, so we're going to try to lay it out. I have another messy bench over here of woodworking tools. Eventually this is all going to be woodworking, and then this area where everything is stacked, plus part of the area where the old workbench is all going to turn into a new bike shop. Well guys, thanks for watching. I look forward to posting more in the future, showing my progress here as it all comes together. I hopefully will do 2 or 3 more videos before it's done, showing some of the stuff I'm doing to make it into the final product. If you're interested in seeing the rest or any of my other videos, please subscribe. I've got lots of cool tech stuff and I plan on doing a lot more in the future. And if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Thanks again.